Good morning, children. Today's topic is relationship between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. If k is a zero of p of x equal to x plus b, then p of k equal to 0, or we can say x plus b equal to 0 or ak plus b equal to 0, that is x is replaced by k. That means we can solve for k, it is equal to minus b by a, which is called the zero of the polynomial. So what is the meaning of this question? Means the linear equation is having one and only one zero, which is in the form minus b by a. If we connect minus b by a with the coefficients, then we can write that b is in place of constant only, so constant term, and a is coefficient of x, so minus constant term divided by coefficient of x. So what is the conclusion from this? We can make that there is a relationship between zero of the linear polynomial and also its coefficients. For example, we want to calculate p of x equal to 2x minus 7 or plus 7. We'll take first 2x plus 7 only. So we want to find the zero of this polynomial, means usually what we'll do, 2x plus 7 equal to 0 we will write, and x equal to minus 7 by 2. Now without calculating the steps, we can use the same formula, that is minus constant term by coefficient of x. How? The 2x plus 7 should compare with the general formula p of x equal to ax plus b. By comparing, what is a and b? In place of a it is equal to 2, and in place of b it is equal to 7. So the zeros equal to minus constant term divided by coefficient of x. So minus constant term is which one? B. So b is 7 divided by 2. So we got here minus 7 by 2, here also we got it. That is why we can, without knowing the formula, we can write minus b by a only, right? It is equal to minus b by a. Both the way we calculated, both the way we are getting the zeros. Now we have calculated the zero of the linear polynomial only. Let us find out whether there is a relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial also. Two x square minus 8x plus 6 is a quadratic polynomial. Now we learned already splitting the middle term method for finding the factors. The same procedure we are using here. So 2x square minus 8x plus 6, we should multiply 2 and 6, that is 12. 12 factors we should find where we are getting the sum as minus 8. So we will write that 6 and 2 only, and the middle term sign is minus, so the greater number it is minus, and according to that minus 8 is required, so this should be minus only. Now we can check a sum equal to minus 6 and minus 2, it is equal to minus 8. Product equal to minus 6 into minus 2, which is equal to 12. So both the conditions are satisfied. So it is equal to 2x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 6. What is common here? 2x. Again x minus 3 in the bracket. Minus 2 I can take out. X minus 3 is in the bracket. Now x minus 3 is common again. So x minus 3 into 2x minus 2. But here 2x minus 2, what is the common? 2 is common. So we can take out a common 2 first. So in bracket we will have x minus 1. So we will arrange this one, 2 into x minus 3 into x minus 1. So when we got this factors here, which are the factors? 2 is a common factor, and x minus 3, x minus 1 are also factors. We need zeros, means what we should do? We should equate this to 0 only. So 2 cannot be 0 only. So x minus 3, x minus 1 should be equal to 0. So x minus 3 equal to 0 means x equal to 3. and x minus 1 equal to 0 means x equal to 1. So we got the two zeros 1 and 3. Now we want to find out the relationship between the 0 and the coefficients only. So we are calculating what is the sum of the zeros. So sum of the zeros means 1 plus 3, it is equal to 4. Next, product of the zeros, 1 into 3 equal to 3. So this is one part is over. Now what is the next part? We should show that there is a relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So what I should do here means we are comparing 2x square minus 8x plus with the general form or with the standard form. Standard form, which is that ax square plus bx plus c. So what is in place of a? By comparing, what we can write, a equal to 2, b equal to minus 8 and c equal to 6. Or we can say coefficient of x square is 2, coefficient of x is minus 8 and constant equal to 6 only. So we will write here minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. What is minus coefficient of x? That is minus of minus 8 divided by coefficient of x square, it is 2. So the value equal to it by 2, which is equal to 4. So now we got sum of the zeros also 4 and minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square is equal to 4 only. Now let us calculate a product of the zeros, that is 3 we have calculated here. Now we are taking here constant divided by coefficient of x square. What is the constant here? C. That is 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. So while comparing this sum of the zeros, it is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Product of the zeros means constant divided by coefficient of x square. Let us see one more example, x square plus 7x plus 12. What are the steps we have to do? Split the middle term only. So here also product it is 12 and 1 only. So 12 into 1, 12. Again we should find the factors where we are getting the sum as 7. So we'll write the question now. X square plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. X into x plus 4 plus 3 into x plus 4. 3 is the common we had taken. Again x plus 4 is the first one, x plus 3 is the second factor. Now what is the next step? We should equate them to 0. So we can write x plus 4 equal to 0 or x plus 3 equal to 0. That means x equal to minus 4, x equal to minus 3. So we got the zeros here, minus 4 and minus 3 only. Now we have got two zeros. What is the next step? Sum of the zeros to be calculated. Equal to minus 4 and minus 3 equal to minus 7. Next, product of the zeros. Minus 4 into minus 3, it is equal to 12. Now what is the next step? The other part is we should find out there should be a relation between the coefficients. So we are comparing by comparing the standard form, by comparing what we'll get? A equal to 1, B equal to 7, C equal to 12. That is coefficient of x square. What is A? Coefficient of x square. What is B? Coefficient of x. What is C? Constant. Now we are calculating which one? Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square equal to minus 7 by 1. It is equal to minus 7. Right? Next, constant divided by coefficient of x square. So 12 by 1 equal to 12. Now we have seen two examples, and with this what we can say that sum of the zeros here also minus 7 and minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, that is equal to minus 7. Product of the zeros we got 12. Here we have got the relation constant divided by coefficient x square equal to 12. So with the two examples we came to know that there is a relationship between sum of the zeros and the coefficients as well as product of the zeros and coefficients. So how we can prove? By a formula, this one. So generally we need a formula, so we are going for general formula now. In general, if alpha and beta, don't take too much tension about alpha and beta because it's a Greek alphabets only, nothing else, are the zeros the quadratic polynomial p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c and a not equal to 0. If alpha and beta are the zeros, then x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors. So what we can write? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to k into x minus alpha into x minus beta, where k is a constant. See why this k we are taking? When we multiply a polynomial with a k and or divide, the zeros will never change. And you have seen in the first example the coefficient of x square is 2 only. I'll show once again that example. So when we so now a quadratic polynomial means we have ax square plus bx plus c and the factors are k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. Sometimes we need the constant only, otherwise a k equal to 1 only will come. Now what is the next step? We should multiply this one and we'll have x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Now what is the next step? K should be expanded. That means each bracket should be expanded with a k, multiplying with a k, kx square minus k into alpha plus beta into x plus k alpha beta. That is, this side we are having ax square plus bx plus c, our quadratic. What is the next step? Comparing the coefficients of x square comma x and a constant on both the side. We get a equal to k. See this one, coefficient of x square, kx square is ax square, x square will get cancelled, a equal to k only. So now we got a equal to k. Now the second is that comparing the coefficient of x. So x is excluded means what is remaining here? B, and x is not taken because coefficient of x other than x only we should consider, minus k into alpha plus beta, right? This implies b by minus k equal to alpha plus beta, or what we can write, k is a only, right? So we can write minus, I am taking to the numerator, minus b by a equal to alpha plus beta. Similarly, we are comparing the constant. Tell me what is the constant part? C. It is equal to k alpha beta. C equal to k alpha beta. We want a product. Product means what? Alpha beta only. So C by k equal to alpha beta. What is k value? K is equal to a. So implies C by a equal to alpha beta. Now we got the rule, sum of the zeros, that is alpha and beta are the zeros. Sum of the zeros equal to minus b by a, and the product of the zeros equal to c by a. I think you got the idea of the formula, how we got the minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square and constant by coefficient of x square only. So with the help of this we derived the formula. So whatever we have done in the examples, it is same only, that is sum of the zeros equal to minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Product of the zeros equal to c by a, that is constant by coefficient of x square. So what we learned from here, sum of the zeros equal to alpha plus beta, it is equal to minus b by a, or it is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. And another formula, product of the zeros equal to alpha beta equal to c by a equal to constant divided by coefficient of x square. So let us do one more example, then it will be more clear to you. Find the zeros of the polynomial 3x square plus 5x minus 2 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Already you have seen two examples, and with the based on the two examples we derived the formula. Now we can apply directly the formula only. So same procedure only what we have done. So 3x square. So what is the question? 3x square plus 5x minus 2. So again splitting middle term we required. So the 3 into minus 2 minus 6 only the factors we should go. So that means middle term is plus 6 and 1 only the factors. So plus I'll give here and minus 6 and minus 1, that is plus 5. 6 into minus 1 minus 6 only. So we can do here 3x square plus 6x minus x minus 2. What is common here? 3x is common. So x plus 2 and minus 1 is common, x plus 2. So here x plus 2 into 3x minus 1. Now we got it, both are in the factor form by splitting middle term. Now what is the next step? This implies we should equate each term to 0, or we can say that x equal to minus 2 and or x equal to 1 by 3 are the zeros of zeros. So what we can say, let us take alpha equal to minus 2 and beta equal to 1 by 3. Right. This is the first part. We got two zeros, and also here simultaneously what we can write, compare with ax square plus bx plus c. We have a equal to 3, b equal to 5 and c equal to minus 2 only. A equal to 3, b equal to 5, c equal to minus 2 only. Right. Now we are for calculating sum of the zeros here. So minus 2 plus 1 by 3. So what is the LCM there? You can write here minus 6 plus 1 by 3 equal to minus 5 by 3, right? Similarly, product of the zeros. Minus 2 into 1 by 3, which is equal to minus 2 by 3. So we have calculated sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros, right? Now this side we want to find out what is the coefficient of x with minus sign. Minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, or we can write minus b by a equal to minus 5 by 3. Next, constant divided by coefficient of x square equal to c by a equal to minus 2 by 3. So check the answers once again. Sum of the zeros we got minus 5 by 3, product of the zeros we got minus 2 by 3. Similarly this side minus b by a or minus coefficient of x by x square equal to minus 5 by 3, constant by coefficient of x square equal to c by a equal to minus 2 by 3. So both the answer we got the same only. So the question is asked that verify. So we'll write here, therefore sum of the zeros equal to alpha plus beta equal to, what is the value we got? Minus 5 by 3, which is equal to minus b by a equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Similarly, one more thing, what we got? Product of the zeros equal to alpha beta equal to minus 2 by 3 equal to c by a equal to constant by coefficient of x square. So with this, today's class I am binding up. The next class I will bring more examples. Thank you.